What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are playing
Resident Evil 6.
Today we are playing with Nex. This is all being done via him. I'll leave the links in the description down below. And let's go. I'm like a zombie. Is that a fly?
There you go. A fly the size of, well, I'm not sure there is an animal equivalent.
Just get me out of here.
They have
Exactly
something up
how?
there that you have to do.
Like to play rock, Bob? Okay.
You guys are slow. This is why she dealt with the zombies.
I'm running a little low on ammo.
Oh my god. I got it.
Whatever you're doing, it's working.
Are you through? What do I have to do?
Helena, what's going on?
Hold on! I'll take care of it!
This is gonna be torture. I cannot do anything because there's so many zombies.
Well, whip out the magnum. Stop trying to melee them all to death. I am super low on everything.
Leon, you're all clear!
Why do I have so much combat gauge?
We upgraded it, remember?
Oh yeah. Is it like Kung Fu? I'm gonna let you get some
This is
ammo.
bad. We gotta get to the helicopter.
What do you think we're trying to do, Leon? Trying to have a princess birthday party now? What is with all these skill points?
So, there is kind of a special mechanic for this last part. He has these glowing nodules on his legs that act as weak points. Damaging them alone, however, isn't what damages him. When we blow a nodule off, he'll try to replace it with a zombie. You see that glowing
we
thing?
need to ground this
That's a
asshole.
lightning rod. We need to get him to pick up the zombie that has the lightning rod embedded in it.
If I'm gonna let him stop us.
So I'm gonna just get up with my magnum and ooh.
Those things will come right through you!
Yeah, watch out for insta-kill QTEs. Alright, that's one leg.
So we're trying to like get rid of every other zombie, so we have to pick up the lightning rod one.
No, he should automatically go for the lightning rod one. There we go. So the lightning rod will become embedded, and because of the thunderstorm, kaboom!
It was that easy? Or
No. Once he's down, we gotta go for his eye.
The lightning rod. If he absorbs that, he'd be in for a shot.
Okay, I don't think he's gonna... Hang on, I need to embed this in another zombie. Hi-ya! Oh, the Magnum is so powerful. All Magnum all the time.
did we go for Magnum?
Yeah, the Magnum like 1 or 2 shots, whatever leg we hit with it, if we hit the nodule.
Those things are sharp.
Try to protect his head!
Can't get a clean shot.
Alright, he's down. We gotta go for his eyes once he's down.
Now! Aim for his head!
We did!
Alright, so he should grab the zombie to fix his eye. It's gonna go into his brain. And then that will almost be it. The power of nature!
Is Simmons that much of an idiot?
He has no control over it.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, this is all like virus at this point.
Now what do we have left to do?
Get to the
Gotcha,
chopper.
you bastard!
Head for the chopper. This floor isn't stable.
See, he just said it. Get to the chopper.
Leon, I hate you. Go away.
Gotta pick up
No!
Aiden's gift.
Where do I have to go?
Other side of me. It's what team thing up here. And this is a Resident Evil 4 reference where he blew up the last boss with a rocket
shit.
launcher.
Who did, Leon?
Yep.
No, Leon was in Resident Evil 4. I haven't played any of them. Is he destroying the chopper? Was that it? Or
Yep. That's it for Simmons. I think the rest
dead?
is 15, I think.
is he dead? Well, that's my answer. Disturbing.
He's been doing that the whole time.
I don't
Now
think it's
this
still a
is-
skull yet.
This is a reference to the series as it exists because this is now the Umbrella logo, the company originally responsible for releasing the zombie pandemic.
That's for my sister.
Yeah!
Come on. Let's get to the chopper.
Shut up, Leon.
Oh yeah, we literally
All
just
right,
have to get to
let's
the
get out
chopper.
of here.
What if I don't want to?
No, things seem great here in China right now, what with like C virus everywhere.
What is that?
Compact.
Is that Ada's?
What's a compact?
Woman's beauty aid.
Ah.
However, hers has something special.
Leon, this is...
Evidence that proves Simmons' guilt.
Which means it will prove your innocence.
Our innocence.
I don't need it.
Helena.
Good news, Leon. We found a way to defeat the virus.
Get in the chopper
Copy
now.
that. We're on our way back. See you soon. Let's go.
I think it's a coincidence that they're gonna be on their way back, yet they won't run out of gas.
I would imagine he's not referring to flying all the way there in this chopper. There's no way this chopper would make a, like, oceanic flight. Way too small.
Yeah.
Probably, like, get out of the city and head for a separate airport.
Hopefully Leon won't be flying the plane, because we all know how that ends.
Oh no, it's Helena flying.
Well, I mean, like...
If she knows how to fly, why is it Leon who kept flying stuff?
Yeah.
Makes sense, game. Like that.
I think I just crashed.
Because of the music, the credits. Nope.
Hey, thank God I didn't crash, but we missed some of the outro. Whatever this is.
Well, there's a post-credit scene because ever since Marvel, everybody has to have a post-credit scene, although... Oh, I don't know if this actually came out before the first Avengers or not.
You know when this came out?
Oh, I'm looking it up.
And of course we're gonna roll the credits, because I don't want to get sued by anyone. For every penny I have, even though every penny I have is $20.
Okay, let's see. Well, it's just a copyright claim, it's not a slam.
What's a slam?
It's basically like, well, a copyright slam is like, you can't post that because it's got copyright on it, and we have a problem with that. A copyright claim is basically, if any money is generated by the video, it goes to whoever owns the claim, as opposed to the video itself. If you're not monetized, a claim is fine, a slam is bad. Besides, I've done Let's Plays of a bunch of Metroid series, and there was no copyright claim. I don't know why Zero Mission got a copyright claim in the middle of it. That was a little weird.
Oh, YouTube is just being YouTube.
It was released in 2012.
When was the first Avenger out? You know? When the first Avengers movie came out.
I'm looking it up. Well, get me the first film, Wikipedia.
Are you using Wikipedia?
2012, so they came out the same year? Okay, well, Avengers came out in May in the United States, and Resident Evil 6 came out in... October. So Resident Evil came out after Avengers, so... The thing is, though, you gotta figure... They must have had most of the development done by then.
Yeah.
So in theory, they would have already had like a post-credit scene in there. The whole reason for a post-credit scene is basically just a hook to hold people in there for the whole credit so that the developers get their due, which is fine. It's just that if I want to give the developers due credit, and I do, I'll sit through the credits as long as they're not going to be like Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, where the credits themselves are almost as long as the normal version of the movie. But at the
Seriously?
same time, oh yeah, you're talking like over an hour of credits.
Seriously?
That's like, I'm not sure if it's over an hour, but yeah, it is a really, really, really long credit scroll.
Do you think the movie's like 2 hours, but in reality
Well,
it's
the
like...
special editions are over 3 hours. So yeah,
So it's
a
like
little
an hour and a
context,
half of movie and an hour and a half of credits?
something like that. So yeah, the whole notion is that of the BSAA is that Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine were the survivors. They weren't the only survivors, but they were the main characters in the first Resident Evil. And sometime after the Raccoon City incident, which was the first zombie outbreak, they helped to form the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, which is basically I think it's a non-governmental anti-bioterrorism group. Whereas Leon, after the same incident, joined the Division of Security Operations of the DSO, which is another anti-bioterrorism group, although in this case, it is directly under the command of the President of the United States. Because in Resident Evil 4, which I think was his second outing in the Resident Evil series, he was sent to retrieve the President's daughter who had been kidnapped by a bioterrorism cult? Thing is, that was a whole quantum shift for Resident Evil as a whole, because you went from zombies and horror to the Ganados, which do not display any of the stereotypical zombie qualities. They are not dead, they are not rotting, they are intelligent, they use tools and weapons and tactics, and it basically just turned into an action game with a horror twist of sorts.
Fun.
It'll be interesting to see exactly how long these credits scroll.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leon and Helena's route stands apart in that it's the only one, like, Ada has zombies in I think 2 out of her 5 chapters, but for the most part, all the other routes have no zombies. It's all Juavo. And for significant portions of Chris's route and Jake's route, you're not even in like a dark, spooky environment. You're in daytime, well-lit, open areas. This was meant to be the horror route, and honestly, I mean, I've never been huge into survival horror, even though I own almost every Resident Evil game. Well, all the mainliners. I mean, if we go down that rabbit hole of how many Resident Evil games there are, that is a deep rabbit hole to spelunk into.
Even deeper than Ark's files?
Yes.
Because you know how deep Ark's files go, right?
So, yeah, I think the first Resident Evil game I opted to play was 4, and I liked 4, and I mean, a lot of people must have liked 4 because it was hugely successful. The problem was that the fans of the first 3 games, which had sensed this shift over the course of the 3 installments towards more of an action genre-oriented thing, they felt that Resident Evil lost its identity because it was survival horror, and it instead turned into horror action. However, given the success of 4 and then 5 after it, I guess people just weren't interested in survival horror anymore. I'm probably being really loud because the credits are actually deafening me. I can barely hear myself talk.
Damn. Why is the music so loud?
Oh no, Leon and Chris are pointing guns at each other. This is bad. They get into a fight in the film that takes place after this game, Resident Evil Vendetta, because Leon, like, lost more people to another viral outbreak, and at that point he was just, like, broken spirited, and Chris is like, Leon, you gotta get involved. You gotta help me save the world. Leon's just like, GTFO. They have this whole big fight at the end against Glenn Arias, who basically turns into a tyrant, like a weird mutant tyrant. That film, honestly, I liked Resident Evil Damnation more than I liked Resident Evil Vendetta. Oh, finally, we're getting to the end of the credits.
It took 2 years.
You can always tell when they have like all the big logos.
Yeah. Or
How
not.
many studios did it take? Jeez, look at that. WB Sound is in there too, come on.
Isn't that like Wonder Brothers or something?
Yep.
I'm looking at my audio mixer and if I'm not yelling, you literally cannot hear me at all because of the music.
Oh, hey, Valve. Valve? What does Valve do?
What is Valve?
The makers of Half-Life and the guys that own Steam.
Oh.
Capcom, if you copyright claim me for your credits, I'm cutting them out. You have only yourselves to blame.
Why would we get copyright claim for their credits?
The music!
Are you kidding me?
Like, that would be so stupid, because it's like, do you want me to show your credits in my video or not?
'Cause
Like,
I don't have a problem not showing them.
yeah! Shooting an explosive held by a zombie can help you conserve ammo.
Thank you,
Really?
game.
Yeah, that's super helpful. No way we could have figured
It's like the tips in Fortnite.
Yeah, tips for people. Well, here's the weird part that I don't understand. Like, I can see tips in Fortnite for very, very young players, but fundamentally, that sort of age group probably should not be playing Resident Evil.
It's time for me to take responsibility.
It's rated M after all.
I mean, unless they're, like, really hardcore and can fight off wombats and raccoons.
Thank you.
It's finally daytime.
I'm ready.
Yeah, it's been night the whole time.
So this all happened in like, what, the past 12 hours?
No, like, there was probably time between them getting on the plane to go to China and all that. But we just didn't see
I
it.
assisted in the attack.
The investigating commission have reviewed the evidence and feel it unjust to hold you liable for Simmons' crime. They will also not be disclosing their findings to the public.
But
The president would have done the same.
And if for some reason you're watching this instead of our first episodes first, yes, the president died in literally the
Shall we
first,
go join the team?
what, 2 minutes of their adventures?
Yeah,
or
pretty
whatever?
much. He died, and then he came back, and then we killed him again.
Leon. For the next time you see her.
Yeah, it'll happen. I mean, it hasn't yet, but it will.
Woman. Why will Helena not see Ada ever again?
Well, Leon and Ada keep bumping into each other in a bunch of these different games. So A rank. So given that the last one was also about an hour, I'd say we've been playing for probably 2.5 hours this time, which is almost half of what we played for the first 3 chapters.
I am ending my recording. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is ZKA. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for some more Resident Evil. And see you all next time. Peace.